Vyshkovo is an urban settlement in Transcarpathia in the Hust district, the seat of the Vyshkovo microregion. It is one of the most significant settlements of Transcarpathian Hungarian diaspora, located 20 kilometers from Hust on the left bank of the Tisza. At least 40% of the population of the microregional center, numbering more than 8,000 people, is Hungarian. A community that stands out for its organization, colorful cultural life, and tradition-preserving activities. In 1271, King László IV donated Vyshkovo to the Újhely family from the Hunt-Pázmány family group. The noble family built a castle on Várhegy, which played an important role in the protection of the route along the Tisza. In 1300, at the request of King Endre III, the Újhelyis exchanged Vyshkovo for the Ugocs estates. Thus, together with the royal castle, the settlement became the center of Maramuresh county. The 5 towns along the Tisza, Kampulung, Hust, Szigetu-Marmatei, Tyácsiv, and Vyshkovo, the settlements of the royal estate, became privileged royal market towns thanks to salt mining and trade. The fortified Reformed church of the settlement was built in 1270 by István V. It was renovated in the Gothic style in the 14th and 15th centuries. In 1424, it became the property of the Reformed. On February 17th, 1657, György Rákóczi II held the service before the National Assembly here, which was in the town hall, where it was decided on the Polish campaign. During the last Crimean Tatar invasion in 1717, it burned down and stood without a roof until 1750. It was rebuilt several times, so signs of many styles can be found on the building. Its floor is from the 18th century and has Baroque-style features. The wooden bell tower next to the church dates from the 18th century. The fortress wall of the church is still standing today, and in its garden you can find rare plants. In its inner courtyard and outside, a complex of carved headstones and memorial statues along the walls commemorates, among other things, the royal market towns of Maramuresh, the Vyshkovo National Assembly of 1657, the Rákóczi War of Independence, the War of Independence of 1848 and 1849, and those heroes from Vyshkovo who died in the First and the Second World Wars. Vyshkovo has several mineral water springs, which the locals refer to as borvíz, that is, carbonated medicinal or mineral water. The mineral water source of the former Várhegy spa, famous throughout Hungary, dried up as a result of mercury mining during the Soviet era. Its role was taken over by the Cheyenne Mountain mineral water springs. The use of healing mineral waters made the Cheyenne Sanatorium nationally famous again. Next to the Cheyenne Sanatorium, in the so-called Villa Valley, you can find the artificial Cheyenne Lake. The lake is suitable for water cycling, swimming, or just walking around it. And there are barbecue areas on the shore of the lake. The lake is surrounded by the Oás mountain range. In 2006, the Village House Museum of Vyshkovo was inaugurated, which was created from a house with wooden shingles built more than 100 years ago, and its portico was also renovated. The welcome garden, the barn, the carpentry workshop, the oven, and the wooden porch with columns evoke the world of old times. Upon entering the house, we are greeted by a kitchen equipped with period dishes, and then, in the next room, a clean room with carved furniture, where we can see the objects of everyday life: the distaff, the box with armrest, the rag rug, the painted plates, the loom, and other utensils. The Village House Museum can be visited by appointment with the president of Vyshkovo Green Tourism Association, Ida Ötvös. In 2022, the Transcarpathian Hungarian Cultural Association and the Transcarpathian Hungarian Tourist Board, with the help of the Cross-Border European Union program, had a blacksmith's workshop and a linen cleaning room built in the courtyard of the Village House Museum. The purpose of the expansion is to create an attraction in the area of the Village House Museum that presents the centuries-old tradition of two folk crafts, blacksmithing and flax processing. Blacksmithing and flax processing were part of the everyday life of the Vyshkovo people. The design of the blacksmith's workshop is suitable for holding demonstrations where, based on prior agreement, a local master blacksmith gives a demonstration to the guests about the tricks and tools of blacksmithing. Like the blacksmith's workshop, flax processing is also demonstrated in the flax cleaner. If desired, guests can also try both workflows. Thanks to the improvements, the Village House Museum was transformed into a living one because the blacksmith's workshop and the linen cleaner brought life to the courtyard of the richly equipped Village House Museum. On the occasion of the various programs, the people of Vyshkovo also demonstrate the preparation of local dishes for the participants, which they can of course also taste. One such notable program is the festival called the Meeting of the Royal Market Towns, the gastro-cultural part of which takes place in the grounds of the Village House Museum. The Vyshkovo Hungarian community welcomes all guests and interested parties to the Vyshkovo Village House Museum. Of course, they can provide a full range of tourist services for visitors to Vyshkovo. In addition to introducing the Village House Museum and the settlement, they also provide accommodation and meals within the framework of rural tourism.